Nice sack.
Just a great job here by this linebacker to be able to come up with that sack there on the blitz. Big play for this defense. And, man, Chris, you think about the linebacker play at the University of Miami over the years, it starts with Ray Lewis, and it could end with him, to be honest. But the list just keeps going. Michael Barrow, Jonathan Vilma, and Dan Morgan. You can go on and on and on. And this guy right now is trying to live up to that standard.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Passes. Sideline, what a catch, does get the foot down. The Pirates moving quickly down the field here.
3rd down, you go to your go-to receiver, and he comes up with a big play. Nice job of keeping 1 foot in to be able to get that first down.
Quick completion to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set, it's 2nd down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Short pass finds the tight end. And they pick up the first down to the 23, getting closer to the red zone. The Pirates hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. That's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl route, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long, would either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a deep completion. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And it's up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Quick juke to get free. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And at 1st down, they go right back to him. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. The Pirates come to the line and they're hurry up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He pulls in the catch. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's 4th down. The Pirates will send the punt team onto the field. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. The punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing the screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you
And looking for a big play here. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. And just like that, in one play, they moved into scoring position at the 23. The Hurricanes line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. The pocket breaking down. Pass complete on a crossing route. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown for the U. But they'll try to add to the lead now in the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. East Carolina's offense has back out on the field now. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Did they get points out of this possession? Looking for some space. It's Santos.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Off the incompletion and sets up a 3rd down and 2. And they'll give it to the back. They bring him down to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Santos. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The Pirates will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Pass caught. Can he get in?
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Pirates come to the line with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
They go with a direct snap. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
No gain on second down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Now the all-important extra point. And he knocks it right through.
The extra point is good. That ties the game.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback drops back. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. And now another deep ball here. 4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time?
Pretty good job here by the quarterback of just getting away from the sack and throwing that ball away to live for the next down.
He's brought down, a sack by the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st and goal here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. The defense able to stop him at the 2. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their 1st timeout. Second and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. Go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
And it's no good. He missed it. He missed it. And the game is... And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, the game, but he couldn't hold on. The Canes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he fires the football to the right side. Big gain, catch made at the 30. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
I mean, the defense knew coming into this game that this guy was going to be a handful. They got to change things up. This guy's already got over 100 yards in this game, and we're in the first half.
And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Looking for some space. It's Santos. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. The Pirates will line up to kick it away when it comes for his 2nd punt of the game. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. And the Miami offense is back on the field. He's running out of time here. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Fires it to the wideout. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down. The Canes will come to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's got it for a big gain. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. A running play called on 4th down. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Caught near the goal line. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there. Goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. East Carolina's offense heads back out onto the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Santos. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes the catch downfield. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, East Carolina.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. The offenses have had their way so far. These defenses looking for answers. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it. The Hurricanes looking to run some tempo here. Second down, we're going to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Bringing pressure. Using his legs on the scramble. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. 4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better...
Touchdown, Canes. Strong game by this quarterback. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half. Backed up. We pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they got a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. East Carolina's offense has back out onto the field now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. The Pirates will have to kick it away. And This drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch made at the 40. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. He pulls it in for a big gain. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Taking a shot here. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
And he'll drop back here on third down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Looking to chuck it again. Throws to the tight end. And it's broken up there. Great play, a fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Play action here on first down. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Great call here by the defensive coordinator, sending that linebacker on the blitz, and it works out for the sack. And Miami linebacker play over the years, I would put up there with anybody in the country.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And a sophomore making an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got it near the end zone. They cannot stop him. He's in. Touchdown for the U. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Coverage team brings down the returner. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Running back with the football. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain. The Pirates come to the line to run the hurry up.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what it...
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And the running back takes the handoff.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Good enough for first down yardage. The Pirates come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime, to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. No huddle now for the offense. Looking to pass this time. Trying to get the throw off. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Pressure is coming. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. Trying to knock it through from 44 yards away. Knocks that one right down the middle. Hold on, there is a flag. If it's on the defense, it will still be fourth down. That's a costly penalty for the special teams. Offense coming back on the field. You just can't make contact with a kicker like that. So first and 10 for the offense after a costly fourth down penalty on the defense. Ball handed off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Touchdown, Pirates. This offense cannot be stopped.
This is just a great job by the offense coordinator and the quarterback. Seeing a weakness from the defense, taking advantage of lack of numbers, using the design QB run.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good.
The kick is good. That makes the score Miami 42, East Carolina 28.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick off.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. It's decent yardage on that return. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Here's the first play of the drive. They start at the 28. Keeping it on the ground here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Catch made on the left side. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. East Carolina's offense heads back out onto the field now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Using his legs, it's Santos. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Pirates hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
And the returner will be brought down. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Catch made way down to the 25. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and suddenly we're looking at a first and goal situation.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Second down and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Touchdown, Hurricanes. To stretch the lead, the route is on. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
East Carolina, 28.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First play of the drive, they look to the right. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Gonna run it. It's Santos. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They ate up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Oh, and he's got some space here. Warner with an impressive spin move there. And they finally stop him, but he found a nice lane on that return. Puts the start of the drive in good position. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got it right near the end zone. They'll finally go down, but it's a 1st down and much more. Great game in the play. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. And check out the stats so far. So let's get back to the action. 1 quarter away. What would be an impressive CFP statement. The Hurricanes will line up here on 1st down and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Touchdown, Canes. This one is getting ugly. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Miami, 63. East Carolina, 28.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. East Carolina's offense has back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time. Looking to put together a positive drive here. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Burks. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Running out of time in the pocket. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
But these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the 2nd half. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. It's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. The Canes will crank up the tempo. flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
He bought some time, now lets it go. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead...
And it's picked off in the end zone.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing... Pick.
Trying to extend the play. Slides to avoid the big hit.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the grab. It's Burks. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The sure hands. It's Sanders. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Got him. He's sacked.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
The pocket breaking down. Finds his man. It's Burks. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Defense is coming after him. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room or looking to throw it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play call? A big 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down. Offense facing 2nd and goal. He drops back in the gun. He's running out of time here. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Man, the defense comes up with a big play here, backed up close to their own goal line. But as an offensive coordinator, you're inside that 3-yard line at 2nd and goal. If you're going to throw the ball, man, the ball has got to get out of that quarterback's hands quickly and not give the defense a chance to get after him and bring him down for a sack.
Complete to the wideout. Loss of 8. It's now 4th and goal.
The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Jackson. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Bringing pressure. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Back to throw again. Receiver makes the grab. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Burks. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. 1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. The Pirates pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
1st down, looking to throw the football. He flips it to the back across the middle. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. The Pirates begin a new series here. 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make...
Down he goes. A sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another...
And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Finds his target. Finds room at the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Oh, it's a reverse. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards. And the Canes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. This offense has already failed on 5 fourth down attempts. They're going to go for number 6 right here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Pass caught down at the 20. Touchdown for the U. And the route is on.
Coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. East Carolina's offense heads back out onto the field now. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks left and finds his target there. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback.
He cannot escape defense with a sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out. He's got some space. He steps out of bounds after the interception, and that will be the final play of the game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.